Sorry, it might tickle.
No, I'm good.
You want? I already groomed you, buddy. Okay, you look very cute, sweetie.
Thank you.
My first impression when John walked in the room, I just saw these huge dimples in his cheeks, and he was so handsome. And then he walked in and ran into the piano I was painting, and
hand in the wet paint.
Yeah, and that was when I realized, oh, he's blind. And then I was embarrassed and
I thought I had just ruined her painting.
No. John and I both decided to write our vows. For mine, I said that I would always guide him. Another thing I said was that I would describe the sunsets to him, and I would trim his beard and mustache for him, and that I would close cupboards.
Mine was, I always promised to lead you through the dark, and I always promised to turn the lights on for you, and always make you laugh, because that's...
And you do.
Yeah. And, yeah, those were the things I promised.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this.
Well, it's okay, sweetie.
Well, I'm only with him for his money. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
I joke.
Well, then, I mean, you aim low.
No, John's ability to find wit and humor in most situations I love that about him so much.
Yeah.
And then John's just kindness. He is an extremely nurturing and thoughtful person. And that's kind of rare to find, and I don't know, he's a catch. He's a perfect 10.
Well, thank you. I don't know if I can live up to that, but...
No, I really do think he is.
Thank you.
But I'm like John's #1 fan. And so, I don't know, I feel biased. I do.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, you can pay me later.
Yeah.
We're not always blissfully on cloud 9.
No.
So I think the struggles that come up the most for us are like if someone's hungry
or tired.
Yeah. We both have our own physical ailments, I guess you could say.
We both experience pretty intense depression sometimes.
Yeah.
And so those are some of the rough times too. And I know that the world in general gets you down sometimes.
It does.
And there's not too much I can do about that other than try and help you laugh and be here with us. And I know it's not easy to do that, and I know that when I hurt, you hurt, and vice versa.
You're so sweet. Here I go with my ugly cry.
Yeah. Crying it's an emotion, and emotions, I like to say that emotions are not bad or evil things. Emotions are what make us human, and it's what we choose to do with those emotions that might be good or bad.
Yeah, that's a really good point. From the day that I was born, I just feel like I was able to feel the world very intensely. And I've always been a really empathetic person. And sometimes, to be honest, I feel disappointed in the world and how people treat each other.
Yeah.
So
I understand what you mean there.
I think that's like my biggest challenge in life, is just this kind of disappointment that people aren't kinder to each other. But then I try to focus on, the ones that are.
It's okay to not be okay. Everybody gets sad or angry or scared or excited and happy or whatever,
Being human is a roller coaster.
It can be a rough ride, that's for sure. One of the favorite lines in a song I've ever heard. It's by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, and the line is, "Don't let the past remind you of what you are not now." And I love that.
Yeah, that is good.
It helps for sure to think that way. I've done and been things in the past that I didn't like, and I'm not that anymore. I tell myself, you're here now, not there then. This is where you are. Those things don't matter anymore.
Processing trauma, in some ways it's very good, but I think that if you process it over and over and over again, it clings to you.
Yeah.
It just clings on, and
Yeah.
it's hard to shake it off sometimes.
We are definitely defined by the events in our life and the things that we've experienced. And it's like I was saying about emotions. It's what we can do with those experiences and those memories. And I decide how to look at it. I decide what to do with it.
Without going into it, I was with somebody for 13 years, and I feel like they never truly saw who I was. And it was really painful because, I felt like I was trying so hard in this relationship for years and years. And then I met this man who was blind, completely blind, and he sees me better than any person ever has.
Yeah.
So that's pretty special.
I love the way that she nurtures me. I feel like protected, and I do. I love her nurturing energy and the way that she just she finds the good in people and the good in places. It's made me see the world in a better way. It's made me see people more. And I feel like she sees me more than anyone else too. And not just because I'm here all the time.
Not because I got the eyeballs of the two of us?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a tendency to put a lot of energy into caring for John, not because he necessarily needs it, but because it's easier for me to love him than it is to love myself. He's easy to love. And I have always struggled with even liking myself. And, I think seeing the way that he loves me helps me love myself.
Yeah. I do love her very much, and I know that she sees me for who I am too, and it helps me value myself more. It's helped me be braver, like kind of stand up for myself, and we can't, of course we can't rely on our partner for all of the emotional support or whatever, but boosts, a leg up here and there, showing you where the next stepping stone is. Yeah. That's the way to...
Yeah, duck your head, don't hit your head on that branch.
Yeah, exactly. What branch? Oh.
Which is hard because I'm short and he's taller. So
yeah.
The branch may go over my head and then it hits him. So.
And then I get leaves. Life without Annie would be pretty much a bummer, honestly. She has helped me to grow as a person in so many ways. She has encouraged me to follow my dreams. She's been a wonderful companion through all of we've been through some pretty tough times as well as some pretty good times.
For me, life without John this sounds kind of cheesy, but I feel like, my life with him is like a book written in ink, permanent ink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a second. I got more to say on that, but no, it's okay. I'm trying to not ugly cry again.
I get it.
And I feel like my life would be written in pencil without him. And I'm my own person, and I'm an independent woman, and I was before I met him. But with John, I feel like a queen. And just a second. Just a second. And and when I need it, he helps me straighten my crown.
Yep.
I am most grateful for the beautiful life that we have together because of who you are and who you've taught me to become. You've helped me see myself in a way that I never thought I'd be able to see.
Thanks for stealing my answer.
Sure, you're just copying me. Quit looking at my paper.
Yeah. I truly, that's what I was going to say too, that you've helped me see the world in a softer way, in a more open, kinder way. And you've helped me to widen my perception of just the world and my past and how I've come to be where I am, and I would never be the man I am without you.
Thanks for watching our film. Every story we've made is possible thanks to the support of our patrons. And if you'd like to continue to support us to make stories that explore the infinite beauty of being human, sign up on Patreon. Thanks.